Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Desert Sky Adventures and welcome back to Tombstone. Today, I've got a few channel updates for you, and I'm going to make my way down Allen Street here, down to the newly refurbished China Mary Inn. We're in for a treat today. The new owner down there, Jonas, has agreed to let us take a look around, and that's a place I've never been before. So we're going to check that out in just a little bit, but until then, I'm going to take a little hike down Allen Street. And as always, I'm inviting you to come along with me. Before we get too far into it today, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to our newest Desert Sky Adventures exclusive members, TD James. And joining us at the executive producer level is Brian Fowl. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It does mean a lot to us and we definitely appreciate you all. I had a few people who were a little upset by the announcement of the membership program on my YouTube channel. And I think those people might be a little confused. That does not mean that you have to pay for videos. The videos are free and they will always be free on this channel. But if you would like to support the channel and you enjoy the content, if you click that join button at the top of the channel homepage next to the subscribe button, you can see how to become an exclusive member and you'll get a few perks with that, along with some early access to all of our videos. But not something you have to do if you don't want to. The videos you can still watch for free. It's completely up to you. If you're watching this now, you've probably seen or at least familiar with my docuseries On Patrol with the Tombstone Marshals. And there is actually a 5th episode. It is out right now. And if you don't follow us on Facebook or Instagram, you probably should, but if you don't, you might not be aware that going forward, I'm going to be putting all of those law enforcement videos on a separate channel. And the reason why I'm doing this is because the content is very different from what I normally do. And it doesn't really mesh well with the YouTube algorithm. I think both channels would be more successful if we split up that content and put them in different places. That allows me to do a couple things that I wouldn't normally do on my channel, including bring it to you pretty much uncensored. I mean, it's nothing worse than what you're going to see on Patrol Live or anything like that. But the plan is to hopefully start doing some videos with some other law enforcement agencies. So right now, the channel is called Southern Arizona Law Enforcement. And we might change that. If you think of a better name, let me know. But that is the channel where all of the On Patrol Live, or On Patrol with the Tombstone Marshals, I should say, plus all the other agencies we'll be working with in the future will be listed right there. So I'll put the link to that channel in the description for this video. If you're a fan of those videos, please go over there, subscribe to that channel, hit the like button. That stuff helps us get the channel off the ground. And we're gonna have a lot more content coming your way in 2024. With some, hopefully some other agencies. I've gotten to know a couple of the police chiefs in the area. It sounds like they're on board, so we should have a lot more content coming to that channel very soon. So make sure you check it out. I'll put the link down in the description for this video. So I'm gonna make my way down now to the China Mary Inn. And in case you're not familiar, in my research, I found that there were several women in the Old West that went by the name China Mary. But Tombstone's China Mary was obviously a Chinese immigrant. Was very popular back here in the 1880s. She was a very stout businesswoman, and as I understand it, she was respected by the entire community, not just the Chinese, but everybody. Very powerful businesswoman, and she ran what they call Hop Town, which used to be where the majority of the Asian community lived back in the day in Tombstone. And the China Mary Inn is still in what would have been Hop Town. We're gonna go down there now, take a look. On the way, we are passing the... Thank you.
We're going to have our first gunfight inside the Oriental here at 12 o'clock.
That's right, it is my birthday. I wasn't going to say anything about that on the video, but since somebody else did. How are you guys doing?
Fantastic.
These are the gunfighters at the Oriental Saloon. Tell us about your show.
People die. People die. People get drunk. They die. No, actually, it is the #1 rated on TripAdvisor live Wild West show, 2 years running.
Cool.
In the historic Oriental Saloon, which has been here since May of 1880.
Here's a familiar character. You
doing selfie shots?
Nope, just kind of walking around town today, checking things out. How are you doing?
Good.
It's Todd, everybody, from the OK Corral. And Todd and I were unsuccessful in our mission last week, or a couple weeks ago, to find the Charleston Cemetery, but I think we're going to give it another shot here That's probably what, after your vacation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So look for that early 2024. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna find it, and hopefully there'll be something there to see.
From what I'm hearing, there should be.
Yeah, there's a little bit left, but we discovered the hard way that we were in the complete wrong area. It was about a mile or two away from where we actually ended up, but we're gonna go out there and find it, and we'll show you guys when we go. As we pass the OK Corral in the Tombstone City Park, on the opposite corner where the Four Deuces is now, that was the part of town known as Hoptown. And that is where the majority of the Chinese people, I wouldn't say all of them, but probably the majority of them, lived in this block right up here. And right on the other side of the street is the China Mary Inn. Let's go over there and see if we can find Jonas. All right, guys, so we're over here at the China Mary Airbnb, and I think we found the owner, Jonas.
How are we doing, Dave?
Good, nice to meet you.
Brother.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
So you had recently purchased the China Mary Inn, is that correct? Okay,
Yeah,
and you guys are...
We bought it last year. We bought it in November. We've been coming down here for about 12 years. And we got a place in Bisbee, so we kind of sort of, come down and tour through Tombstone, and we reached out to some friends of ours, Sam and Donna Franco. Pretty, notorious around here in the real estate world. So just kind of hit them up and said, hey man, we're thinking about looking for something in Tombstone. We love the city. And he had just taken the listing. He's like, hey man, I got the best listing in town. It's China Mary's house. And I didn't know who China Mary was at the time, so I kind of had to educate myself, but a lot of really cool history. And she was definitely a character here in Tombstone.
Absolutely, yeah, kind of a kingpin figure around the
kingpin, yeah, boss lady
around the Chinese district.
Yeah.
So, all right, very cool. Well, you want to show us around, or this is one place I've never seen before. So,
when we bought it, we kind of wanted to keep it as authentic as possible for the most part. We updated all the units. We did add central air and heat, and because it was kind of missing some components, and just kind of wanted to bring it back to its luster. But this red and black building was actually her residence here in Hoptown, and Hoptown was the Chinese district, which basically starts on the corner, kind of where Four Deuces is, and kind of encompassed the whole city block. And when she moved here, there was this pretty small community. There was about 11 Chinese immigrants, and then within a year and a half, it just kind of blew up, and several hundred. And she kind of took over this part of town, but was respected not only by the Chinese, but also by every kind of culture that lived out here. And ran a lot of interesting businesses. She had her hands in, the Chinese laundromats. She ran some opium dens over here, the Chinese prostitution rings, and a lot of the men laborers actually worked under her, and she would basically get paid, guarantee their work and honesty, and kind of take her vig and pay it out. So she was a really cool person. And when she died, I guess there was over 1,000 people in attendance at her funeral. I mean, she kind of had that presence, in this part of town, which is pretty neat. So this
very cool.
This is the house. Like I said, we tried to keep it as authentic as possible. So when we bought it, this had, previously this was her residence, and then over time people, lived here. And then this actually kind of became a commercial space. So they had different random shops and stores. They had like an oddities store in here. These rooms were a Western themed escape room, and we didn't really know what to do with it, so we just decided to kind of convert it back to a residence, and kind of we thought it'd be cool to kind of bring the history back, and people that really want to have the true Tombstone experience and kind of have an authentic feel.
Right.
A lot of the Airbnbs and hotels, not to throw anybody under the bus, but there's not a lot of quality property, so we wanted to kind of deliver something, at a good price point, but something that's, nice and authentic.
This is pretty nice in here too. Is this kind of like a common area?
Yeah. So
okay.
It's a common area, living room, and then we did like, eating, dining room here. Found this really cool piece and kind of brought it in. It wasn't here originally, but I thought it kind of really fit the vibe. And,
yeah, it looks good.
We got the little wanted posters here, just to kind of, make people, feel the Western theme.
Right. Very cool. And there's what, 2 rooms, 3 rooms?
Yeah, we got 2 rooms here.
2 rooms. Okay.
So there's not really a master because there's not an ensuite bathroom, but they're really big rooms. You know, they're I think 12 and a half by 13 each, so very spacious, and we kind of have some of the, you know, Tombstone movie, you know, pictures here and stuff. Because
oh yeah, look at that.
You know, a big selling point to this area, and kind of what introduced a lot of people to this town that maybe didn't know about it before.
Right, right. And right on Allen Street.
Right on Allen.
Which is always cool if you're staying in Tombstone.
For sure. So this is a secondary bedroom. About the same size. This one's kind of cool. We got some brickwork in here and kind of like a little drop down ceiling with the beadboard, and you know, so we just kind of want to give it a little different feel. But yeah, real cozy spot.
Absolutely.
Bathroom's a little tight, so I'll let you have at it. But it has all the modern conveniences.
Everything is really nice. Top notch kind of stuff here.
For sure. Now this floor was 2-shot with the termites, but we were able to keep the original floors was here, so I was really happy about that. But we kind of had to redo some of that just to, you know, bring it up to.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Exactly. So location's 10 out of 10. I mean, you're literally diagonal. I mean, we're not even 100 yards from the OK Corral. You obviously have the OK Cafe. All the happenings of Allen Street here. So, you know, a lot of the guests come here and you know, they you park and you walk to everything. You don't even got to get in your car, you know, to head back home. Four Deuces, which is one of my favorite bars here, saloons, literally right next door. So on the weekends, you get live country music here.
Oh yeah, right there's the stage, huh?
Yeah, so you literally just stand here, you can sit on your patio.
That's pretty cool.
listen to the music, get a beer. So,
oh, you got a fountain back here too.
So this kind of was here when we bought it, but it wasn't a fountain. So this was all boarded up. There was kind of the wagon that was in the front was on top, and the wood was just kind of collapsing in. I kind of looked at the structure, figured there might have been a fountain there, so I just took a crowbar to it, ripped it apart, and just brought it back to life. Went to the local guy that sells the whiskey wine barrels here.
Right.
Wanted to do something kind of cool and Western themed, so that was a fun little project to do this fountain.
Wow.
And at night it's all LED uplit, so it looks really cool. And
yeah,
it's a
for
fun
sure.
spot for people to, you know, take, you know, little Instagram post-ins and
absolutely
whatnot.
Looks good.
Appreciate it. So, China Mary's house, the casita, it looks older, but this is kind of a newer build home. I think it's 25, 30 years. We'll show you that. And then this structure was actually moved at one point. So this wasn't on the property of been told by some locals that this was actually moved and brought on. I've heard it was Dr. Goodfellow's house. I haven't had any way to confirm that, but we'll take a look at that. But it's really cool structure. All the rooms have outdoor sitting areas, so you can come out here, have a nice, you know, have a drink, have a coffee, have a beer, listen to music, kind of relax by the fountain. Literally, there's a little side gate there that walks you out to the theater here with the live action shows, and so I mean, you're in the heart of everything.
Right.
So this is our casita. This is the smallest of the bunch, so this is kind of more geared towards, you know, an individual or a couple. But you know, real high ceiling, spacious. You got, you know, the mini split, so real comfortable. Kitchenette, you know, fully stocked everything with the waters and coffees, and
this one has the bathroom attached. That's nice.
Yeah, bathroom attached. Just all the creature comforts here.
Yeah, very nice.
So a little different vibe. You got a little Mexican vibe here with the saltillo tile, but definitely, you know, fits the town.
Cool.
So we kind of have little co-structures with the school and the saloon and the church and stuff, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Monsoon weather, it's awesome here in monsoon because you have these covered patios, so you can just watch the lightning show and the thunder shows, and it's just, you know, have your own. You hear the water hitting the tin roof, it's kind of really neat.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is the Doc Holiday Suite. This is, so we have people that kind of come and they can do individual rooms, or if we have bigger groups, we can accommodate up to 14 if people want to rent out the whole place. We've had groups come and do that, or just kind of, you know, random families. This wall, or this door, I should say, kind of interconnects between the two, so if you got a bigger group, This serves as a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Has its own setup, or if you have a bigger group, you can kind of open up that space, kind of like a hotel. And this does have the kitchen and laundry and all that good stuff. So they're kind of fun here with the heads. You know what I mean? We got the javelinas, and obviously the moose is not from Arizona, but,
right?
You know, kind of fit the space. Real hot, you know, tall 11, 12-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
Very light and bright. Little fireplace here. This is perfect for the kids. We got the 2 beds in here. I mean, we have had adults on this here. This is one of the bigger rooms. We got their walkouts to the patio outside, and you know, real cool beadboard, rich kind of you know look. Obviously, the older windows. You got the kind of louvered setup. So like I said,
it's a really cool vibe in here.
Yeah, appreciate that. Masters in here. There is 1 bath that these share to this room.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Wow, so you do have a pretty good amount of space here.
Yeah.
Everything is like, looks like it's brand new.
For sure. And then you do have the full dining table, kitchenette, and then next door that opens up, that does have a full kitchen. So I mean, you can definitely, you know, we've had people come down, spend holidays down here, and we're able to, you know, cook, do laundry, kind of really make themselves at home.
Yeah.
And you can see right here by the courthouse. So there was this gigantic mesquite tree, and it was just overtaking the entire space. It was getting on the roofs. It was a mess. It was just dumping stuff everywhere. It was cutting the sunlight. So open that up is wanting people to walk out and kind of have views of one of the more iconic buildings in town.
Yeah, that is really cool.
So the place is pet friendly, so people have dogs. We've got a little, you know, area for them to use their restroom and whatnot.
Awesome.
And then this is the Dr. Goodfellow room. So this is the last of the 4, and you can see it interconnects on this side here. But we do have a full kitchen. Kind of wanted to keep it, you know, a little retro. So it's kind of fun with the, you know, countertops and different mix match, you know, cabinets and whatnot. But,
got all the plates and silverware and everything.
Yeah, fully stocked. Like I said, people can come here and, you know, either quick weekend warrior thing, or, you know, stay here we got somebody staying for a month in January. So yeah,
very cool.
For sure. This room's kind of ideal for, you know, families with kids. So we got the double bunk bed, and obviously the queen for the parents. King would be a little tight to get everything in, so we have to do a queen in here. But the bedrooms in the front house have the kings. We got the queen and the doubles here, so we kind of have a variety of, you know, sleeping spaces depending on what people's needs are.
Looks very nice. So you guys are what, booking rooms like 24/7, or only certain times of the year?
Obviously, certain times of the year busier than others. You know, summer slows down a little bit, but you know, all the big events, you know, people come down here, and we've had people. I mean, we've only owned it a year, and we've had people, you know, that have already booked with us 2, 3, 4 times. You know what I mean? So it kind of, I think it's become a favorite for people that have been coming down.
Yeah.
And you know, tourists from all over the world, really. I mean, there's been people from Asia and, you know, Europe, and obviously people all over the U.S. So
oh yeah, I'm sure.
It's a fun property. You know, it was a lot of fun to kind of bring it back to life, and, you know, but keep the character and charm, and, you know, we fell in love with it. So I wanted to try to keep it as authentic as we possibly could.
That is awesome. So people can book online, or
just find us on Airbnb. We don't have a website just yet, but if they just go on Airbnb, look for the China Mary Inn. We've got all 4 rooms posted on there. You know, if they're bigger groups, they can obviously reach out for, you know, discounts and that sort of thing. So, but yeah, really appreciate you coming out, and
hey, thanks for showing it to us.
Absolutely.
It's a really nice, really nice.
Thanks,
I'm
Dave.
sure people are going to see it and want to stay here. So
Yeah.
You said it was Airbnb?
Yeah, Airbnb out front. It's the China Mary Inn is what it's called, and then obviously the different rooms will come up. We do have a flyer box up front, so if people are in town and kind of want to get some information, or, you know, scan the QR code, or kind of, you know, find us that way, they can.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks so much.
Sounds good. All right, thank you.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Dave.
And there you have it, a complete tour of the newly renovated China Mary Inn. I want to give a big thank you to Jonas for giving us that exclusive tour. And as I understand it, they're going to be adding some more stuff here in the coming months. So we'll come back once they've done that and see the improvements they've made. But that will be about it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to check out the new channel. Link is in the description. And that's about it. So Have a great rest of your day. And until next time, until the next video, see you down the road.